Kush's movie review.
Scream 6. I couldn't give a shit, but you saw this movie, so let's hear about it, I guess.
Sure, that's fair. That's fair. So, um, I have enjoyed. I The first Scream is absolutely brilliant. It's fantastic. It's Wes Craven's one of his best movies on his within his lifetime. And then there was a bunch of others, and they all got exceedingly worse or whatever. I remember people saying Scream 4 is as good as Scream 1. And I went, I to be fair, I saw a bootleg of it, but my attitude was like, no, it's not. It's not. It's updated. There are new rules. It's 10 years later. I get why you think this is clever, but no. 10 years later, we would get Scream 5. And you know what, Mike Fish? We never reviewed that here on the Waffle Box because
It's a
I
damn
got
shame.
COVID. I got COVID, and then I just went, yeah, I don't care. You know what? I don't care. I don't care. So, but we needed something to talk about this week. I didn't know if we were going to talk about this or Adam Driver in 65. By the way, 65, a lot of fun. 90 minutes and a lot of fun. Also, delivers everything it promises, and in fact, risks you going, that was a stupid twist for just going like, Adam Driver's on Earth. He's an alien on Earth. Anyway, Scream 6.
I could believe Adam Driver being an alien.
Yeah, it worked out. It worked out really well, dude. But we're talking about Scream 6, rated R, 2 hours, 2 minutes. It is directed by two dudes named Matt and Tyler. I'm sorry I didn't include your last names, gentlemen. It is written by two other dudes named James and Gary. Also, sorry I didn't include your last names, gentlemen. It stars Miss Courtney Cox, Melissa Barrera, who most folks will know from Scream 5, but she was also in Lin-Manuel Miranda's In the Heights. And then Jenna Ortega, who is in the Netflix series Wednesday, that while I still haven't
And
seen,
she's going to be in
everybody freaking
everything.
loves. She is a huge fan favorite right now. Everybody loves Miss Jenna Ortega, and
Word on the street,
I get
she's
it. I
she
get it.
may be in the early thoughts of the plan for Beetlejuice 2.
They've been talking about Beetlejuice 2 for 30 years, so I
Well, I'm
get
still
why her
holding on to
name is
hope.
now being talked about. Ooh, don't, just don't.
It's gonna happen.
And then finally, Roger Jackson as the voice of Ghostface, which is silly
What?
because Ghostface has never been the same killer twice in the same two movies. So it's always a new Ghostface. Every time it's a new twist. Oh my god, it's always somehow related. Um, as you may have noticed, Nev Campbell not included in that title. I actually like called my shot and was like, Nev Campbell's going to be the Ghostface. She is not. I'm 1,000% wrong about that. But the movie itself is it's well done. I had a fun time with it, dude, and the crowd I was with also had a very fun time. It's They don't really focus on as much meta stuff as like they leaned on in the first three Scream movies, maybe even the fourth one. Again, didn't see the fifth one, but it's a new environment. The last five movies all took place in this little town just north of me in Northern California, just north of Marin County. And this time they're in New York City, and it's a different environment. It's different people. It's different characters, and you know, man, it's crazy. Like Ghostface is just out there. Sometimes in broad daylight. Sometimes it might be nighttime, but he's surrounded by people and just stabbing people the fuck up. Like not giving like stealth. Not a problem in this thing for Ghostface in New York City. The subways aren't safe. The bodegas aren't safe. Your
Well,
your
that's fair.
neighborhood library is not safe. This is one of the crazier screams I've seen. It's nice that they took all the characters out of their environment. The survivors from the last film, Courtney Cox, Melissa Barrera, and Jenna Ortega, they they're all dealing with stuff differently this time, and it's yeah. Long story short, I had a good time, but once I start pulling the threads on the sweater, I would like to give this a 4 out of 5, but I'm giving it a 3 out of 5 because, quite frankly, we get to a scene where, and I'm not going to try and give any spoilers, but there's a shrine to the last 5 ghost faces, which make up like 9 people for some reason, and they
Well, yeah,
just
because in the
it's like
first one, wasn't
you're
there like
telling me
there was like two or
someone
three in the
actually.
first one, right?
There's
Am I
2 in the
remembering that
first
correctly?
one, 1 in the second one. Like, yeah, it's always a team job. It's almost always a team job. So, and
The
then again,
worst
it's
summer
never
job
the same
ever.
person twice. Worst summer job ever. However, like, it took me the next day. I just woke up and I was like, "You're telling me that it's someone paid off a cop to take evidence out of this Northern California police locker room and then ship it all the way to New York and then store it in this rundown facility that they're paying New York rent prices on, just just to have like a villain lair or a museum or whatever. Like, come on, that's just kind of dumb.
No.
When you excuse that thought, the scenes are very well done. The tension is ratcheted up. I had a really good time. Most times I hate this person, but I was that asshole talking to the screen like, "Oh, you better get it out of there, bitch. You are not safe. Oh, nope, nope, don't pick that. Nope, don't answer the phone." Look, I was that guy for the entire 2 hours and 2 minutes. But so I would like to give this a 4 out of 5. I'm giving it a 3 out of 5. But if you're a fan of this series, I think you're gonna have a great time.
If you say so. Um,
That's fine, Mike. You don't
I
have
just
to do it.
that there's like this. This is in the kind of the same category of like as like was it like Final Destination that did about
I
12
love the Final Destination movies. Those are the greatest
oh
movies ever.
no, the first one was clever, and then after that it
Hmm.
was oh oh
I would
there's
dare
a
say
wobbling
Final
street sign.
Destination
Oh, that's gonna
as
kill
a
that. That's
series
gonna decapitate someone. There,
consistently
there you
more
go.
entertaining than the Saw films.
Oh well,
Final
you're
Destination
not
is
gonna
more
argue.
entertaining than the Saw films.
Well, yeah, same thing. I think Saw one was very clever,
Great.
and then it just
Second
like
one even better.
we don't need more. We don't need because how many of those a day end up they're doing?
They have a 10th one coming out.
Including like the prequels or some shit and that crap.
Uh, I bel I believe we're coming up on Saw 9 or 10. But yeah, we yeah.
Well, speaking of like crappy horror movies that have too many sequels,
Mhm.
I still haven't watched Halloween Ends yet. I don't think
Oh, that's fine. Did you
starring
see Halloween Kills?
which was the first one.
Well, the first one
Oh
is Halloween, but then
yeah,
the 2018 one is also called Halloween, and then the second one
but
after
then
that is
Peacock or whatever did
Halloween
the double
Kills.
Halloween Kills and then Halloween Ends, right?
Yes.
Okay, yes, yes, I saw Halloween Kills. It was dumb and annoying, and I haven't watched Ends yet. But I'm sure we've mentioned
Yeah.
it
So I
before, but
also
like
sat on Halloween Kills.
this dude is a monster who just doesn't stop. He can't be stopped.
Mhm.
Throughout the whole narrative is, oh my god, this guy he's gonna come back. The build up, the whole movie is like, oh my god, this guy, man. The people think he's gonna be coming back. Oh my god, it's like he can't be stopped. Yada 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 yada. So they beat the shit out of him eventually, and they get like, oh,
Mhm.
should we make sure he's dead? No, he's fine. Let's just leave the body there. Come on, everyone. Like, oh, it was so
Well,
annoying. Oh,
I
I've
I
crumpled up my notes
I
and
would
put them together.
actually recommend you check out Halloween Ends. It's a fantastic movie for 85 minutes, and then it turns into a Halloween movie. But then they take one of your comments from the comment box, Mike Fish, and they're like, "We can't have more Michael Myers, so let's just throw him in the trash compactor." Like,
Like Shredder, Casey Jones.
no, worse than
Oops.
Shredder. No, that's the garbage truck. No, no, no. You know that machine that they used to chop up cars? Like
Yes.
whole cars, they toss him in one of those things.
Oh, spoil all that.
Yeah,
Anyway,
whatever.
I'm probably never gonna watch it.
People know. People know.
That's all, folks.